All right. We are live. Good evening, everyone, wherever you may be. I am Reggie Beloved, as my name tag says here in the lower left. And tonight we're celebrating the 11th anniversary of the Haitian Free Thinkers. Make sure that you guys log in, tune in, and get down with the group. Um, a momentous day, really is. As I prepare for this wonderful occasion, I'm reminded how far we've come and how far we're going to go. We're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about the past, a lot about the past. We're going to talk about who we are, who I am, why I started the group, and answer some questions. Hopefully, get some people to join and just say hi for a few minutes, and then have fun. The goal tonight is to ride for at least an hour. Currently, this broadcast is being sent to you. I'm using StreamYard, so shout out to StreamYard. It's being broadcasted to the group, the page, and the Haitian Free Thinkers YouTube. So you'll be able to see a replay of this if you are unable to catch it live. But tonight is 11 January 2023. And I thought today would be the appropriate date to celebrate the 11th year anniversary of the group as opposed to tomorrow. Tomorrow's the actual anniversary. Um, but 11 January on the 11th year, I thought it was a good day to just go ahead and rock with that. So here we are. Um, so I know people are busy. I know people are setting up and getting home from work, doing different things. So it's not a surprise that not a lot of people are on right now, but I have a feeling that that's going to change. So tonight we're just gonna rock. We're gonna talk about myself, na parle Creole, na parle Anglais, and if I know how to habla Espanol, I would habla de Espanol too, because really we're a truly international group with members all over the place. Um, some places that come to mind include Canada, that's Brock. Um, there's more than Brock up in Canada, but Dominican Republic, Lou, Haiti for sure. Obviously, shout outs to the crew in Haiti, especially Evans. So I want to give a shout out to Evans whenever he sees this. So Evans is in Haiti. Where else we have people? Them all over the place. We're really trying to be international with our reach. But Haitian Free Thinkers, for those who don't know, is a group that I started 12 January 2012. So about 2 years to the day after the massive earthquake that hit Haiti. So 2 years after the earthquake, I started Haitian Free Thinkers, and that was started because um, there was no group that I knew of for people like me. So if you don't know, um, I'm an atheist. That means that I don't believe in a God. Okay, so people believe in gods. There are some people that don't believe in gods, and the people that don't believe in gods are atheists. I have a specific definition that I feel is a little bit more elaborate, but that's really the basic, simple definition, really. And so, if you know about Haitian culture, you know that most people are religious, which means that they probably believe in a god or some other supernatural thing. So, when I left religion, because I once was religious, I thought it was going to be difficult for me to find people, let alone Haitians, who were not religious. But fortunately, that couldn't be further from the truth. However, there was something lacking, or I didn't know of any other resources that was doing what Haitian Free Thinkers has fulfilled, which is providing a place for Haitians um, to express themselves, to find other like-minded individuals, um, and just to relax and to know that they're not alone. That's really the big thing that Haitian Free Thinkers provides. We've done other stuff, but that's really the big thing. Things that we don't necessarily do is that we're not out there trying to um, preach. I'm not trying to debate people necessarily, although I've taken debate like years ago when I was in college. I did like an introduction thing, so that was a really eye opening experience. But we're not trying to like really go out there and have people leave their religion. We're more here for people that are curious about why it is that we're not religious, and answer their questions, talk to them, let them know that we exist and we're normal people, and we can tell our stories on why it is that we don't believe like they do anymore. And but it's really there for those who already understand and get the reason why we do what we do, that we can gather and all that. So Haitian free thinkers is not specifically for Haitians, but I really, when I was thinking about the name, okay, we have people showing up. Hold on, Steph Novinsky, I see you, but it says device is not connected. I don't know what that means, but once you get the devices connected, I'm gonna get you guys on. So Haitian free thinkers, when I came up with the name, I wanted Haitian to be in it because I'm Haitian. I wanted to like promote that. Free thinkers because at one point I consider myself a free thinker. If you're an atheist, you're probably a free thinker, but some people got really caught up in the weeds with when it comes to like titles and stuff like that. So free thinkers, I think, encompasses a lot of different ideas, titles in the secular space so that nobody can kind of feel left out. Because I feel like we need to be united and not be divided. You know what I'm saying? So I see Steph Novinsky. You guys are at the bottom of my screen. It says they will need to connect their mic and camera before I can add you to the stream. So get your stuff situated and then you can come on. So I appreciate you guys for joining in. So yeah, so Haitian Free Thinkers is, the name. I thought long and hard about it. Haitian to promote the culture, who we are, who I am. But we got members of the group that's not Haitian. It's not a big deal. We need to get together, share ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like do what we gotta do because we're in the minority and it's good to meet other people if they're like-minded. So that's where that comes from. So tonight is a celebration, an explanation of where we came from, what we're gonna do. Hopefully, I got some show and tell stuff. I got books here from my library. I wanted to kind of show you, discuss, just in case people are unable to join. So tonight's broadcast is scheduled from 7 p.m. Eastern time on today, 11 January 2023, until 10 p.m. And I may not use all the time because, hold on, I got private chat here. I can't turn on my mic. Let's see what's going on. See that's not really on my end. Yep. I don't know, Steph. I don't know. If there's anything I can do, I'll do it. But wow. Let me see. Normally, and I've used StreamYard before. When the person comes up, I see you, I just add you. But just let me know. But yeah, Steph is one of the members. Shout out to Steph out in Texas. Met her family a couple years ago now. Of course, people are going to be calling me during my broadcast, but it's all good. Yeah, so shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody wherever you might be, taking the time, to connect with us. For those who will see the broadcast who are missing it for some reason, because tonight was more about internal, the group, the people that know. But I expect this to go out, in the recording in the future. But Haitian Free Thinkers, like I said, who started 2012. Um, and we've grown. My goal when I first started was to find about 10 atheists, because again, I'm an atheist. So I was like, dang, can I find 10 Haitian atheists? And when the group was started, I wasn't sure if we're going to meet that goal, but we're surpassed that. Some members have come and gone, but I really really appreciate people for finding Haitian Free Thinkers, for finding me wherever you found me at. I totally enjoy meeting um, people in person. I've met Stephanie, met her husband. Um, Gosh, I want to name more people. Uh, Bobby's a great friend in Texas, a great supporter. I've met Emmeline. Emmeline was one of the first Haitian atheists that I met. She's done stuff online. She's not in the group anymore, but I hope she's doing well. Met Abda. I did not meet Ruthlyn in person. Um, who else have I met? Gosh, I've met a few of you, but hopefully in the future, we can do like another anniversary. I'm not saying the 20th, but where we can all kind of get together and be in one place. That's one of my dreams. That's one of my projects. Um, and Steph said that she can hear me and see me perfectly. I would just love for you guys to meet Steph. But it hasn't happened yet. So I've done interview series including one with Stephanie. Um, and it's on the Haitian Free Thinkers YouTube page. So as far as where you can find us, we're everywhere in social media. Just Google Haitian Free Thinkers. If it comes up, that's us. That's me. We're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr. I'm not on TikTok yet. You know what I'm saying? Like every so often a new platform comes up and it's just a lot to catch up with. Companies actually hire people to do their social media, just to let you know, if you want to get a good active product, you're going to engage your clientele, then you need to stay on the social medias, because it works. It's the way of communicating nowadays. And we do our best to stay up on game. And TikTok, I know, is one of the leading platforms. Not on TikTok yet, because I got to take the time to learn it, put out stuff that's not boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta get with the game. I'm getting older. Maybe that's part of it. Time is a major factor in everybody's life. I know. So you gotta manage that. But yeah, TikTok, not yet, but pretty much everywhere else, we're we're here. So we had a Block Talk Radio show. It kind of stopped. I'm trying to transition the files over so that you can kind of listen to the shows that we've done on the YouTube page. So slowly but surely, that's a project that I'm working on. But as people come aboard, and if other people are having issues with the mic, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. But right now, the lines are open. If you want to jump on, wherever you might be, come on in, join me, so it's not just me talking. So meanwhile, I'm gonna let you guys know, for those who don't know, a little bit about myself. I wanted to touch on the history, besides Haitian Free Thinkers history. So myself, I was born in Haiti, and I came to Miami in 1988. At the end of '88, that's when I came, and basically been in Florida. Was raised in Florida until I was in my 20s, basically. So you could say I was raised in Miami. Spent a good amount of time in Miami. So I consider that my hometown, other than Port-au-Prince, where I was born. I think I had a pretty average Haitian American upbringing, if you will. As far as religion is concerned, when I was in Haiti, I remember it was my uncle, my mother's younger brother, who introduced me to the concept of God. I remember going to church with them, with him in particular. And even as a child, I understood the concept of a God, which was basically the highest good thing that you can think of, but it's invisible and it's watching you all the time. So, if I'm doing this, or God would know that I'm doing this. Or so that was basically the very rudimentary introduction and understanding I had of God. Um, we were Catholic, or the family was Catholic, so I did my confirmation. I remember, I think it's called confirmation. I remember walking a long line. I remember I had to stand up in front of a priest and recite some words in French. Um, so that was a pretty big deal. I just did what everybody was supposed to do. I was a kid, I didn't know anything better. Um, so that was that. Now, once we came to the United States, we started, well, my mother was the person of the family who guided us as far as religion, making sure that we went to church. So my mother took us to Protestant churches, and I think that was because of her finding out what churches are best. But for whatever reason, we went to Protestant churches. I remember we were going to this one Protestant church in Pembroke Pines that actually was using a school. I don't remember the name of that church. I don't even know if they're still functioning, but so I remember going there, and I remember going to Sunday school. That was my first time going to Sunday school, and Sunday school from that point on became one of my favorite times because you can actually interact with the people. I used to pay attention to what the teachers would actually say, like most of the people were there. Um, but I also remember being a kid and meeting with this other kid, and we would trade like Nintendo cartridges. You know what I'm saying? So that was the kind of thing that I was into. I remember, um, when they would do the communion, where you drink the blood of Jesus and eat his body by virtue of the wafer or wine. I thought it was wine, but I remember passing by the kitchen when they was preparing the little small glasses, and I discovered that it was just it was Tropicana punch, I believe it was. It was some kind of juice that you can buy at your supermarket. And I remember I got passed over for um the drink, that represents the blood of Jesus. And I was really upset because I thought I was behaving. And then there was this other young lady who was a peer of mine, and she got to drunk it. And I wasn't, the rules were like either you're too young or you're not committed. I just felt some favoritism. But then I think I went to use the restroom, and I saw them preparing the blood of Jesus, the little drink, uh, and it was just juice. And I was like, why am I stressing about some juice? I didn't know that. I thought it was wine, so that made sense. And I think they might have lied to me. I don't remember. It's been a long time. If it was wine, it was alcohol, and therefore kids are not supposed to drink alcohol. But it was juice. Anyway, so that was that church. Eventually, I started going to church by myself. Uh, my mother let me go to churches with friends, but at the end of the day, I ended up in New Vision Emmanuel Church in North Miami. That was the church I spent the most time in. Um, yeah. So if you know that church, it used to be a furniture store, I believe. Big pink building on North Miami Avenue, like in the 71st Street area. And the last pastor I knew that was the head pastor was Pastor Ronald Eugene. You know, he had a big part in my evolution as a secular person when we had this infamous meeting that we had. And I'm always thankful about that meeting. But so anyway, so I kept going to church by myself, more or less. I would run into ideas here and there. I wasn't necessarily super religious. Um, but I was around the Christian culture, doing what everybody else does, whatever. They didn't know anything about atheism. Um, I think the extent of my knowledge at that time was, there's voodoo, there's Islam. I knew about Islam. I knew about Judaism. I knew there was other religions, but I was kind of like, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I'm with the Jesus people. Um, So again, I think I was pretty regular in my upbringing. Um, I think things changed for me when I joined the military. I joined the military after high school, and the goal was to help pay for college. Like a lot of people. So I'm speeding through the story, but that's the gist of it. So I joined the military, and when I got to basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia, because I went to infantry school. I thought it was really weird that they had stained glass windows of like religious theme stuff. Like I remember there's a soldier kneeling at the cross. When you get to I think it's 30th ASG or 50th ASG, something like that. When you first get there, the processing center, there's religion there, okay? And I thought that was really really strange because I thought that the military was kind of against what I knew God to be about, war, possibly killing people. One of the most infamous rules that the average person knows is, thou shalt not kill, you should not kill. And so I was really conflicted about joining this organization in which there's a slight chance that I might have to take part in killing people. And I was really feeling really, really, really conflicted about that. But, that was basic training. It was my first time away from home, and I just had to survive, and that's what I did. I survived. But during that time, there was a lot of religion back in the day when I went through Fort Benning. Um, we worked 7 days a week basically, but that one day a week that if we did have a break, it was Sunday, and our choice was to go to church. They let you go to church, or you had to clean the barracks. They gave us these little New Testament Bible things. I mean, it was overt, what I'm saying? Like it was overtly Christian, it was overtly um, Protestant Christian. If you were not one of those things, you had to kind of make special arrangements. But yeah, so that was a thing. But I didn't really pay no mind. I'm just trying to go through. Infantry school was really difficult, but I made it. Came back home, started school. 9/11 happened. The world changed, and that's part of my story. Um, I never wanted to go to war. I never wanted to go to war. When I thought about the military, I was more thinking about what I saw for myself living in South Florida after Hurricane Andrew. That was the first time I saw American soldiers. I'm pretty sure we went down to Homestead. Homestead was destroyed, and I saw what I believe are National Guardsmen giving out food and water. And that was my idea of what soldiers do, or National Guardsmen in particular, when I learned what they are. So when I joined the National Guard, it was with the idea that if there was an emergency, I'll probably stay stateside and help, secure the internal aspects of the country, or pass out water, pass out food, help out in that aspect. That was my idea. That was my hope, what I'm saying? And I kept, I wanted to cross my fingers crossed that nothing happened during my time as a enlisted soldier and finish school and get out the military, and that be that, right? But it didn't work out that way. 9/11 happened. At first, we wasn't sure if we were going to do anything as a group, as a company, but eventually we got deployed, and so that was a very scary time. First, we went up to Georgia. We had to train up, and then we had to wait for our mission. Eventually, we got our mission. Then we went to Jordan, then Iraq. I spent most of my time in Iraq. Steph, I see you back on. Try to connect. I would love to talk to you. I spent about 10 months in Iraq, and that was, life changing, because that's when I started to actually read the Bible. because I really did think I was going to die. And one of the questions that I had was, what happens after I get to heaven? I really thought that it was, I thought I was going to go to heaven because I was a Christian. At least I thought I was a Christian anyway. And so I just wanted to know what's to expect, because I was probably going to die in this crazy, crazy war thing. So it occurred to me that, you know what, I had the time to invest in reading the Bible, and maybe I would get my answer there. So I started from the first page of the Bible, Genesis, and in fact, as part of my show and tell, I actually have that Bible. I have a lot of books here with me, but this is the Bible here that I kept in my assault pack, my little book bag. This was a gift from, I believe, my church, New Vision. It's a NIV, and it's falling apart. It has the map of ancient Israel. I'm very, very proud of this thing, because this is what started me down the path of learning. And I didn't know it then, but I became an atheist because I read this book. This is it right here. This is the book. See, it's all messed up and pages are falling out. I have notes. I have highlights. You know, man, when I tell you I put in the work, let me see. I didn't know about apologetics. I didn't know about contradictions. Here's my little notes. Here I highlighted what is Leviticus chapter 21, verse 9. If a priest's daughter defiles herself by becoming a prostitute, she disgraces her father. She must be burned in the fire. And I put at the top, God okays child sacrifice / burning. It's basically the stuff that they don't teach you in church. So this was before I started learning about secular stuff. But anyway, so this is my book. I got other books on the bed. I'll hopefully show you later. So all I wanted to do initially was innocently learn about what's going to happen to me after I die, because although they talk about heaven often, it says you can add me at any point. Let me see. I'm trying to add you, Steph. Your name is there. It says your device is not connected. It says they will need to connect their mic / cam before you can add them to the stream. So basically it's saying like it's on you. The only option I have is to edit your name, kick from studio, or ban from studio. It won't let you. What is this thing? The devil's a lie. Let me see. The devil's a lie. I'm going to send you the link, Steph, because I want you on. So this has to work. I'm sorry. All right. So you're watching me in real time send messages to my friend, and hopefully that works. And anybody else who's watching, if you want to come on, same thing. You let me know. I'll hook you up to continue the story until Stephanie comes on. And Steph, let me know if you got the link. So I just wanted to know what's going to happen after I die. That was the goal. I learned a whole lot more than I anticipated. And I wanted to speak to my pastor about the things that I learned. One of my biggest issues was the behavior of the Hebrews, the genocide, and the negative things that God himself did, the people did. It didn't sit well with me, because God was supposed to be good, right? So I did ask for an audience with Pastor Ron, and he gave it to me, even though he's a very busy man. And I was like, yo, like, what's going on with this killing of people? Like, just everything bad that you can think of was there. You know, like I don't think we spent time on the flood at church or nothing like that. But he told me straight up. He's like, yo, he focuses on Jesus. Jesus is the reason why they exist. They want to save people, and he was not too familiar with the Old Testament. That was his answer to me, and that was very shocking to me. But it was honest. I still appreciate his honesty, and that led me to keep reading. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need someone, a pastor, to tell me the information. I could just read for myself. You know, this stuff is open source. So I kept reading. So I kept reading and kept reading. And at that time, I was still going to Sunday school. And so I kind of became what we call in the military a sharpshooter, someone who's like a little bit of a smart ass, because there was nothing there for me. I mean, they were in elementary level as far as what they're trying to teach the people. Most of the people were not interested, and I knew a lot of the stuff by that time. So then I decided to go to another class, and the only other class that was, I guess, available to me or I qualified for was the couples ministry, which I was not in a relationship, was not married, whatever. Or I could take the baptism class. So I took the baptism class thinking maybe there's something there for me. I did that. I kind of gave the people in there a hard time now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying? And I got baptized. I got baptized September of 2007, I believe. Um, so I tried to, kind of be the best, I guess, Christian that I could, even though I knew all the problems that the Bible had. But it was only a matter of time until I started to really accept the fact that, I couldn't continue believing. And that, around that time, I discovered contradictions in the Bible, but from like another source. I stumbled upon a website. This guy compiled a list of contradictions, and so I mean I've read contradictions myself, and then I took it upon myself to go down the list and to check out what the person claimed was contradictions, and they were in fact, yeah, contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Steph popped up again. Oh my God, Steph, you gotta come on. What's going on? Um, Geez, I don't know. No, don't give up, Steph. No, you gotta come on. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my goodness, Steph. What is going on? I don't know if I don't know. I don't know, Steph. Um Anybody else having an issue? It says your device is not connected. I don't know. Yo, I'm gonna get you, Stream app. That's you gotta let the homegirl in. I'm on, like, for real. I'm mad. I paid extra for this stuff, so believe me. And this is the platform that we use when we did our thing. This is it. You know how to do it. Connect the little earphones. I don't know. I left. I don't know. Let me see. It's having issues. Um, nah, I can't use that. That's Anyway. So Steph, I'm not sure what to tell you. This is the exact thing that we used when we did our interview. Um, yeah, it worked last time. I know. I don't know. I need somebody else to come on there. I know Novinsky was on here a few seconds and then he dropped off. But somebody else, Steph, try another phone, another something. I don't know. Because if you have the link, you can come on, basically. So if you could try another something, let me know, because it says devices not connected. So anyway, so to finish my story, that website with the contradictions was actually from a Islamic apologist website. I think it was called islamtomorrow.com. I don't know if it still exists, but I started to get into apologetics. I didn't even know what that was at the time. So basically, when somebody would bring an idea to me, I would verify whether or not their claim was true. I was doing some investigative work unknowingly, in the same vein of apologetics, but I would chase down the information, and I was just so fascinated by this thing, like how can people not see the obvious? I wasn't an atheist yet. But there are contradictions in the Bible. There's a lot of evil in the Bible. God did a lot of evil stuff, and I couldn't be down with that. I couldn't. I always thought about what would it be like if I met somebody that is like me today, who knew their Bible. They eat me alive if they just tell me, some of the stuff that I read about. But anyway, I didn't have to worry about that too long because I left my church. I went to Pastor Greg. Who knows Gregory Toussaint? I mean, I know I'm like talking to like two people, whatever. Gregory Toussaint, Tabernacle of Glory. If you're from Miami, you know what time it is. Come on now. My cousin just told me that she did with Gregory Toussaint. I met some people that left New Vision. They went to Gregory Toussaint Tabernacle of Glory. I went over there. It was a good vibe, good people. I even did a little time. I thought about joining their drama ministry. Greg Toussaint was really nice to me. He took me out to, not just me, but the group went out to Dave and Buster's in Hollywood. I'll never forget that. Steph, I see you trying to connect. I don't know. I can't do nothing except, click on it, like click on it. I can't do nothing. Kick from studio. I don't know. Let me try this, that, layout, layout. Shift 5, Shift 5, Shift 6. I don't know, Steph. I really want you on here. Oh God, this is so. I'm gonna complain, yo, because you putting in time to join me, and I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So where was I at? Greg Toussaint. Gregory Toussaint is charismatic. He's not as young as he was before. He's a young guy, speaks multiple languages, smooth. I took like his version of not baptism class, but new believers class. I was kind of hoping that he could discuss some of the concerns that I had about the Bible, but he was super busy. And I thought taking this class might give me an opportunity to ask questions. But the people that was there with me, they were very, hmm, they were ignorant. I don't say that in a demeaning way, like they didn't know what I knew. And that was what happened to me. I was always the person that knew so much in any given space that I had to speak to people on a pastor's level. And it was frustrating. It was frustrating for me. And I see that you said that, Steph says that she's having a hard time, so she's gonna just listen. I'm sorry, Steph. Sorry. Thank you for supporting though. I don't know what's going on. Somebody else, I want you guys to try to come on and let me know if you're having some of the same issue. But Gregory Toussaint, like I said, I was in his class, and there was this one particular verse that I knew about that Jesus said something about, I forgot the verse, but I looked at him and he gave me this impression, like he gave an interpretation of the verse that gave me the impression that he's aware. He's aware of problems, different ways that you can interpret things. You know how like the Bible, like you would read a line and it had a little letter, and the letter says this word can be substituted for that word, or this concept might, or this sentence is, there's more to it than that. I had a feeling that he knew, but he was going to keep preaching, and he was successful then. He's gotten a lot more successful. I think he's out of that building that I knew of that he was in 125th Street, and I think he's building his own thing. And he has an online presence. He goes after the spirit of Jezebel. I think every year he's always trying to dislocate Jezebel. And I asked for an audience with him, but I didn't get a chance to do that. I know he's very busy, but whatever. Kept going, and eventually I met with some atheists. I mean, I'm speaking through the story. This is not even about me, but I'm just telling you based the fact that I'm here by myself right now. And I met with some atheists, and I found out that they were regular people, and I was like, Dad, I don't believe anymore. And I prayed one last time. I was like, God, basically like, if you're going to give me a sign, I'm here, but I can't really say honestly I believe anymore. So that's it for me. That was August of 2009. And then I had posted on Facebook that I went to like a atheist meetup, and then Valerie liked it. And then so that was a real good thing that she liked it, because I really felt I was committing social suicide, which is, again, now that we're in our 11th year, bringing it back to HFT, why Haitian free thinkers are so important, because people honestly feel alone. People honestly ask themselves, like, yo, like, if I tell people I don't believe, like, how am I going to date? Where am I going to find someone to marry or be in a relationship with, being that I don't believe anymore. And that's a really, really, really big concern that I had, that I've heard people in the group talk about, because belief is so ubiquitous. It's around us. We just kind of accept it. You know what I'm saying? And to have other voices out there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to stop saying it. It's so important. It's so important to not just be me talking, to see Steph talking, to see that she has a family. She's one of the lucky ones who, don't mean to put your business out there, stuff like that. you know but I think I can speak confidently that to find a partner who loves her and knows how she feels about religion, and they're able to live perfectly normal lives. You know what I'm saying? That is difficult, important, to show that it's possible. For those who perd du espoir, you know what I'm saying? For those who lose hope and say, man, how am I going to do this? You don't know my situation. How am I going to find another Haitian? Where am I going to find them? Yo, I live in New York. Yo, I live in Haiti. Yo, whatever. We are here for you. We're here for you. We are here for you. Not saying I'm going to find a partner for you, but you never know. You never know. You never know what could happen. We can point you in the right direction. And that's why Haitian Free Thinkers exist. Um, so, yeah, so August of 2009, became an atheist, and I felt lonely. I went through all the things that you guys went through. I thought about, committing social suicide. I wasn't sure really. I wasn't trying out there promoting it. I was just kind of still like, wow, I can't believe I did this really big thing. Like, it was, I would assume what people who are gay come out of the closet, or accept that they're gay, feel like, you know what I'm saying? And um, so now what? What do you do? So, well, I started going to like meetups, atheist meetups. That was that's where I was at when I got the idea to start Haitian Free Thinkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was sitting next to the great um, James Randi. I was sitting next to great James Randi, believe it or not. RIP, man. James Randi was so nice. He was a real person. I got to sit next to him. He did some magic at my table. I got to meet a lot of people. I gave a ride. Listen to this, yo. I gave a ride to Mr. Deity. I picked him up from the airport. Mandisa. I met Mandisa in South Florida before Black Nonbelievers blew up. Gosh, who else have I met? I met so many people. I took a picture with Dave Silverman before. I've met Matt Dillahunty. Gosh, Tracy Harris, taking a picture with her. I actually been on the Atheist Experience, y'all. If y'all didn't know, I was on the Atheist Experience. It was a great experience. The studio was really cold for me, but I met, Pierre found Haitian Free Thinkers through that experience. I was out there because I used to watch Haitian Experience. I used to watch the Atheist Experience like religiously, pun intended. They have such an expensive library. I've learned so much from that group, and to be on that show was like a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? So I was on that show. Let me see who else I met. Aaron Ra. I met Aaron Ra in Broward before Aaron Ra became the demigod that he is today. Took a picture with him. Yo, it's been a wonderful, wonderful ride. I never saw it coming. But anyway, so taking it back to Haitian Free Thinkers, what my passion is to do things for you guys. I'm hoping, and I got stuff coming up. Lately, I've been really busy, but got stuff coming up. I got a show coming up with a really good friend of mine. We're gonna talk about some different things involving relationships. That's all I'm gonna say right now. She actually called me tonight so that we could plan it. So right now we're looking at February 1. I don't know what's going on with people coming on. Stephanie had issues, but uh this is the platform that I'm going to use from now on. I'm paying for StreamYard. You're going to see StreamYard stuff in the future, video, Creole language. I'm speaking English right now because it's just me, but it is what it is. So, yeah, so more stuff, more people, more friends, more stories, more journeys out of religion type stuff, because I love that stuff. I love to hear people's coming out situation, where they come from, what they were in. That's all wonderful, wonderful. So we made to 11 years. Next year will be 12 years. Before you know, it'll be 20 years. I would love to do a live meetup. Black Nonbelievers did one for their 5th anniversary here in Atlanta, and I was part of that. It's been They probably did a 10-year. I think they did their 10-year on a cruise. Why not us? You know what I'm saying? Like if there's interest and there's enough of us, we can make something happen. Doesn't have to be super big, but hopefully that pops off. So yeah. So I've been live for about 47 minutes. And I want to thank the people that showed up. Um, And I see Joe Zidane, aka Pierre. I think hopefully he's watching. I want somebody to come on and let me know what the issue is so that I can identify and fix it. Again, I gave myself 3 hours, so there's people watching, and I see there's at least two watching. Then we'll keep it rocking. If there's nobody, I'm gonna start to wind it down. So that's how we're gonna do it tonight. So we're about minute 48. I know Steph dropped in or try to get in. I know Novinsky dropped in. I believe Josidine is watching, and so that be that. Um, I would be remiss if I don't talk about something that's not related but is related. Who who amongst you guys have gotten wind of this thing with immigration, with Biden and everything? I know I've had my uncle call me or message me on WhatsApp. My auntie called me. If there was other people on the line, obviously, if it wasn't just me, I would talk about it. But this is like the biggest thing right now in a lot of people's minds. It spread like wildfire in social media, showing you the power of social media, showing you the reach of social media. I saw a Instagram story or video about people mobbing the immigration um, building in probably Port-au-Prince. I didn't see the whole thing, but so now people are asking me, probably asking you to file for them so that they can come over to the U.S. During this time. So that would have been a wonderful thing to talk about because it affects us as Haitians all over the world. So my advice to you guys is to really consider it, really consider what it takes to bring somebody over. Know that if you cannot or if you don't want to, it doesn't mean that you don't care about your family, your friends, your country. It just means that you may not be ready for that stuff. Really, really consider it because I don't want nobody to kind of take on more than they need to. Um, I know before I started the show, I was going through the application myself. Um, I would definitely like to help out, but I want to be smart about it because there's a lot to consider. We're talking about bringing somebody, whether they're family or related to you or not, over to the United States, and then they're kind of going to be dependent on you. How old is the person makes a factor of how much support you need to give them. Um, I don't know. I think this is an interesting time in history, and there's this window of opportunity that's been open to us, and we can still talk about that, in the group after the fact. But that's something that I'm really dealing with, and if you're dealing with it, I would just love to get your take on it. But Forum 134A, it's called. It's the Haitian Venezuela. It's Haitians, Venezuelans, Nicaraguans, and Ukrainians, I think, that qualify for this special thing. It's supposed to be temporary. It's supposed to be temporary, but we'll see. It's supposed to be 2 years, okay? And there is a financial component where basically, if you can prove that you can support the people, then you have a really good chance of bringing somebody over, and hopefully that gives somebody some help, And so that's that. So consider it, do what's best for you, take care of yourself, and I would love to hear, how you guys are rocking with that. Um, so we're coming up on an hour. So I've told you a little bit of my story. So anyway, so yeah, so I started going to different atheist meetings, conventions. I went to Atheist Day, not Atheist Day, Reason Rally. I went to Reason Rally in 2016 in Washington D.C. Um, I went to the second Reason Rally. There was two of them. The second one was not as big as the first one, but I had such a good time. I had my Haitian flag. I saw some of the who's who of the movement. It was a good time. It reminds me of hip hop. Hip hop used to be good in the mid 90s. Hip hop has changed. I don't really listen to what's out there no more. I mean, I know I'm older, different, whatever. So when hip hop used to be good, I caught that movement. You know what I'm saying? When the secular movement was popping, when Hitchens was doing his thing, um, I was there, what I'm saying, when it was popping. Obviously we're still out here, we're still doing the work. The Haitian community got Haitian Free Thinkers. There's others out there, but I think we're the leading platform, if I may say so myself. We're the leading platform. I think we've done the most work. I think we got the most members. I think we got the most active thing. So we gotta keep it up. We gotta keep it up. So yeah, as we come up to an hour, like I said, if you're out there, if you're watching, let me know what if you're having issues, um, and I will try my best to help out. Um, yeah, so people are messaging me and saying that they're here, so it'll get better, I promise. I really, really, really promise. Um, so I got some books here that I wanted to show you. I already showed you my Bible that started everything. I got some old stickers. Um, yeah. Hold on for a second. All right. So I got some books here I want to show you. Because when I tell people I've done the work, I've done the work. Okay. I mean, I got some books, I've read a lot. If you ever come up, If we're having a discussion, I just want to show you that I've done the work. So along with that Bible, this is the Quran that I read in 2011, I think it was. So I'm very proud of myself because I've read the Bible, I read the Quran. I don't know what the percentage of the earth that actually read both books, but it's very, very small. So it's not Guinness World Book of Record worthy, but again, another book that has fallen apart. Can you see this? It came unglued. I remember when I discovered that the glue came off. It was in the back of my car in the heat of South Florida. Um, I was upset because Muslims have a real big respect for the book. This is a translation. This is the Abdullah Yusuf Ali. This is my favorite translation, but this is my copy, and I have several Qurans. And I wanted to show everybody for those who don't believe I put in work. I want to show you the notes. You know what happened with the Quran was that a friend of mine, a guy I used to know anyway, he look at this. I got this. I still got a little book thing here. He challenged me to read the Quran because he was Muslim. He was telling me about something about angels being on my shoulder, recording my deeds. I looked at him like he was not crazy, but I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you done lost your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the sincerity in his eyes was really what stood out to me. Like, are you serious right now? Like, you believe angels are on your shoulder recording things? But he got this from his time with some Muslims. So I'm looking at the notes and the margins. You know, I gave him I gave him my word that I actually read the book. So I read the book. I read the entire book, and I'll never forget when I finished this particular copy, and I was so proud of myself. And then I wanted to report to him like a book report, all the things that I learned. And I was very disappointed that he didn't really want to hear it. I was like, yo, like I did the homework. Like, why you want to discuss like all the things that I learned? Um, when I first started reading the Quran, actually was in the Middle East. I was in Jordan. I had this one particular version of the Quran that was I thought was beautiful because of the way they explained the nature of the relationship between Muhammad and Khadijah. I thought they were like the power couple. I like the fact that she was older. I just liked the idea of them coming together. They made Muhammad seem to be like like a not a hero, like a pensive recluse, someone who is trying to figure out why he felt the way that he does, but like in a good way. And that Khadijah saw something in him and she kind of supported him. And then the rest is history, as they say. But I've learned a lot since then. Muhammad probably did some good things, but in the secular community, we learn about the things that are not so good that Muhammad did. But yeah, so this is the Quran. This is the Quran, just like this is the Bible that I got my information in, but from by reading them. And I have some other Qurans that I want to show you guys that I'm very happy about. This right here is my favorite Quran. Is beautiful because this is a Yusuf Ali translation, but what I love about it is the art. I love like Arabic calligraphy and art, and when it comes to their architecture and stuff like that, I love this book. This book is a book, but like I really like it. To me, it's art. It contains it's written from left to right, so just how the Arabic script is written, and it has a commentary. I try to read this after the fact. Hey, Secular Sakai, what's up, man? Hey, if you could get in this, let me know because people are having issues. I try to read. I try to read this particular Quran with the commentary, and the problem is that have because um I read the Quran. You know, the person who's commenting to me, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like they already had their agenda. I don't know. Like I just felt like I was in disagreement. Um, I don't know. I never read this one with the commentary. But yeah, but this is a precious thing to me. I just want to show it to you, show and tell, um, and to let the people know that I'm not against the people. I'm against bad ideas. But there's certain things I like. So this is one of those things. I love I love the beauty of the book, how it's gilded. This I really love. I really value this. I have a smaller version. See this? And it's pretty much the same book, but smaller. Like you could carry it in your pocket. And I'm not sure where I got this one. I think I got this when I was searching for the army version, which was the first Quran that I actually um started reading, but I gave that Quran to a Jordanian soldier as part of a goodwill exchange. You know, I gave it to him. Then he gave me a kufi. Um, so this is a smaller version of the big book. I think they're beautiful. Again, this is a Yusuf Ali with commentaries. That's why it's super thick. I'm not gonna read this, but this is part of my collection. I have this other Quran. This was probably given to me by somebody who wanted me to become Muslim. This should be another Yusuf Ali. I didn't know there were so many different Quranic translations of English until later on. So Pickthall, whatever, it'll be similar to your King James, NIV, as far as their interpretation, if you will. So I think this was given to me as someone um, wanted me to become Muslim. Because what I used to do was I would go around and talk to people of different religions. I went through like a time when I was hanging out with some Muslims, you know. But anyway, so that's that. So that's here. So I have at least four Qurans. This is another special book. This is a Bible, obviously, but it actually has my name etched in there. This was given to me, I think, right before I went to war by the class that I used to be in for Sunday school, and I really appreciate it because it has my name on it. So my name is etched here in kind of gold colors, and this is a NIV. And because this is personalized, I will keep it forever as long as I can. And I never actually read from it because I just want to maintain it so it doesn't fall apart. This is one of those red letter Bibles with Jesus' word being in red because Jesus is supposed to be awesome. So this is a gift and I will cherish it forever because somebody gave it to me in Sunday school. Now, as far as the secular books, I want to show you some important books. Um, let's start with this one. Who Wrote the Bible by Richard Elliott Friedman. Highly recommended. I believe this is the first book that I started reading that I learned about the four sources in the beginning of the Pentateuch, the Pentateuch, the first five books of Moses. You know, if you know what I'm talking about, JPH. See, left my little bookmark there. This was a very inspirational book. Inspirational, very enlightening book. It's not too long. Because they're not going to teach you this in church. So, Who Wrote the Bible by Richard Elliott Friedman. Highly recommended. You learn about basically how the Bible got put together. This is not really trashing the Bible or anything like that. This is not about that. You know, I'm showing you like some of the reading that I've done. This is more on the secular side. This is history, um, scholarship, without the selling the religion, so because if you ask a religious person or some regular Joe, they'll be tell you like what the Bible was inspired by their God, and whatever. So very good book. I'm gonna do the best for last, but you see this book right here?
Okay. I found this on the web for us book writer. Check it out.
Serious spying on me. Hold on. 50 reasons people give for believing in God. This book is amazing. Guy P. Harrison wrote it. Guy P. Harrison sent me a signed copy of his book. Now, this one, another book, and I love that man. I'm nobody. He sent me a signed copy of his book. That guy, wow. But this is his first book that um I read, and it's such a great read. So basically, 50 reasons that people give, just like it says, um, such as anything is better than being an atheist. Our world is too beautiful to be an accident. Some very smart people believe in my God. Science can explain everything. Some of the excuses that we hear secular people tell us all the time. And what I'm going to do one day is kind of take a topic such as I want eternal life and like talk about the topic in Creole, that would be amazing. So 50 reasons people give for believing in God. And I like this book because it's not confrontational. Guy is a very nice guy. You can tell by the way he writes. He's not trying to make people feel bad, trying to make people feel stupid. He kind of interviews them and say like, hey, why you believe basically. And this is a great read. I highly recommend it. This is the secular side of my reading. um Great book. This is the last book I'm going to show. We're just past an hour past this broadcast, and secular Sakai, if you can join, let's do this. I know there's only two people watching, and I want to thank you guys. This book right here, I don't even know if it's in print. I know it's difficult to get. I had another version. I don't know what happened to it. I don't even know how I got a hold of the first version. But this right, it probably was recommended from listening to the Atheist Experience. But guys, this needs to be in your arsenal. If you're going to be, I don't want to say confrontational, but if you want to know your stuff when people tell you whatever, the Bible Handbook. The authors are Foot and Ball, W.P. Ball, G.W. Foot, and it has Joe Bowden and Richard M. Smith and others. Like I cannot recommend it enough. I know it by Ball and Foot. Before there was a Skeptics Annotated Bible. That's a great website, by the way. Before that was a Skeptics Annotated Bible website.com. I think it's .com. This was my go-to. I tear this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's basically exactly what the website accomplished, but in reading. So you could take this to church. It looks like a church book, I guess, with this Bible, with this cover right here. It has the little Bible and the little devil tail. Forgive me, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Great book. Great book. So you can find your contradictions in there, violence, absurdities. I mean, it's just amazing. And when I stumbled upon this book, again, I wasn't trying to look for stuff to trash the Bible or anything like that. I was just amazed that people from hundreds of years ago found issues with this book that people so called the Word of God, and it blew my mind. And they tend to do really good work, and they cite their stuff, and you can follow along and you can examine to see if what they were saying are true or not. But the Bible handbook, if you can get your hands of it, I highly recommend it. Um, so that was my show and tell portion of the broadcast. We've had people stop by. We've had people have issues joining in. I'm going to write some members of the group, but I would love to hear from you at this point in time. We're about an hour into it. 3 hours is a long time to be talking by yourself. Um, so if you're able to join, good. If not, then I'll be wrapping it in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So this is your time to come in, write me. Um, I'm still here. I'm very happy that you're able to join me. I want to give a shout out to like all members, past and present. Uh, I'm writing the group right now. It's on the page. Yeah. Yes. Why I kind of texting while you doing the thing, but 12 years. 12 years next year. 12 years next year. This year, 11 years is still a wonderful accomplishment. I do know that everybody's time on earth is limited, and this is one of the ways that I'm looking to give to the world. Hopefully, people can appreciate it, and this is not just me, other members, because we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. We've been through COVID. We've been through, gosh, people getting assassinated. The president got assassinated. Jovenel. It's not necessarily a HFT issue, but Haitians, we've been through a lot, and I'm hoping that we can go through a second revolution. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that when people say "sac passe," we're gonna say "not pensé" instead of "not boule." I'm gonna show you my shirt. It's getting late. I'll show you my shirt. I got this made a couple years ago with our logo. What am I doing? With our logo here. If you wanted one, you can holler at me. I'll hook you up. But we've done a lot. I get messages every now and again about people who stumble upon Haitian free thinkers, and again, they're so ecstatic. There's this young lady on Instagram. I found her. She's not on Facebook, and so I know we're out there. I know we can find. If I had a goal for 2023 for the group, if I can find 23 Haitians who are going to join Haitian Free Thinkers, you don't have to be on Facebook. Just if they could text the group number. We have a group number, 678-820-9474. If I can run into you on Instagram, maybe you're a good one. You're not really good with the réseau social. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know that we are here for you. We've done work in Haiti. We helped raise money after that last devastating earthquake. I want to give a shout out to Sarah Blaine, um, whose help. I mean, there's a long list of people to thank, to be honest with you, but I really want to, mention some names. Rudel Ozier, um, I'm looking to. I didn't forget about you. I know I was supposed to do a thing, but it hasn't happened yet. Um, Sarah Blaine introduced me to her boyfriend, and we were supposed to do some stuff together, and hopefully we'll work together. Je suis Lucy, you know, haven't spoken to her yet, but hopefully Bilolo Congo. I'll text them. If you know who Bilolo Congo is, very knowledgeable man. Milan up in Canada. Shout outs to you. There's a lot so, and allow me. Vava out in Cali, we haven't spoken in a minute. Shout outs to you. So there's a lot of members here. That's one of the things that I want to work on if we could get more active. Um, Jerry up in DC with his wife Cassandra. That's another couple. For those who don't believe that it's possible, they're both secular, both Haitian Americans. Shout outs to them. Madhavan Madhavan is in the Middle East in the UAE. I got love for that brother. He's not Haitian, but you know, um, he's amazing. I really, really got love for Madhavan. He was trying to join, but I think it's early in the morning over there. Madhavan, shouts to you whenever you see this. I hope you're doing good. Let me see. There's been some really, really great members throughout the years. Carolyn, we've done work together. She's been on the show. Shout outs to her. Of course, Stephanie, Angelina. I've actually met Angelina. I forgot about mentioning her as someone I met out in Cali. She's awesome. Lots of name on this group. Let me tell you. Mark Curving Lines. Yo, we spoke. We gotta do it again. Oh, Jerome Volsi. Come on, man. We gotta talk. Let's do this. Kitya Novinsky trying to get on. I don't know what's going on with the system. Let me see. Yeah, Kitya, we definitely gotta do our thing. I mean, what's really good, you know what I'm saying? You moved to Florida now, you don't know me. Camilla out in LA, I believe she's in LA. Let me see. Just want to shout out all the people that's been, above and beyond, or we've chopped it up. Before we wrap it up here, again, we're all in all the major social networks, so don't be afraid. We're gonna link up. Edwin, shout outs to Edwin, Ulysses, Hank Pellissier. We've communicated in the past. He does great work, I believe, in Denver with the homeless. Um, Reginald Finley. Oh my God! So that's another famous atheist guy to me. He's the infidel guy. He's been on my show. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Reginald Finley, the infidel guy. If you guys are nerds like me, you already know who that is. That's someone I met. I met him, so that's big. Ismail de Kirby, you already know. Ismail found me years ago, and we've done work together. And he has his own group. Let me see who else. I got to shout outs real quick. I know it's getting late. And I appreciate you for rocking with me. I really do. Cliff. Shout out to Cliff. Let me see here real quick. So many people, you see. A lot of these people, I wish I could hear more from Archange. Enough respect to Archange. Patrick Irwin Michelle. Yo, shout out to you, kid. I'm going to IT. Valerie, of course. Can't mention the wife, Valerie. Shout outs to her. Curtis, Jamaican brother, wherever you are, shout outs to you. Zora Aisien, she's here in Georgia. Spoken to her, shout outs to her. Shad Manigat now in Jersey. Shout outs to you, Shad. We got to link up. You know what I'm saying? Erickson, Eugene, he's doing big things. Shout out to him. Mishmael Joseph up in Maryland. Shout outs to you. I think you're still in Maryland. Gotta check up on you. James wanted to see my partner. My partner down in Florida did our thing with the show. Mac, my Colbert, yo, this dude right here, we gotta do a show together again. Shout outs to you wherever you are popping champagnes, living that great life. Paul Jeremy, you already know. Let me see. Wow, just lots of names going there. Zeron Brown. Wow. It's been over 10 years. Zeron Brown, yo. Met him. Eddie Celestin. Shout outs to him. We were in the army together. Wow, we've been on for now hour and 20 minutes. Eastern time zone. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up soon. Billy Almosa, yo. Come on, man. Billy. Sagafek Kotoye, man. Like, I hope you're doing good wherever you at. Josie Dan, you already know Pierre, formerly of Chicago, now Florida, but he's doing his thing. Novinsky, he stopped by. Running through here real quick. Jamais Julien, shout out to you. Jim LaRose, Sagafet, man, like your respect to you. Let me see. Shelton Henderson, yo, come on, man. Love Shelton. He's amazing. Such a cool guy. Love Shelton. Irv Blemure. Even though you're a Giants fan, it's all good. I forgive you. Good luck in the playoffs. My team made it to playoffs too, but we'll see how long that lasts. Not expecting much. Two was out. But Guy Renault, up in Montreal. Shout outs to you. So we've had a lot of people, like a lot of people. Evans Said. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's getting late. Randy Ra, it's been years. Shout outs to you. Max Millord, shout outs to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. So yeah, Secular Sakai, you're on the list. Man, Freeland Rosas, it's been years. And Lou, it's been years. All right, so I went through the list. Shout out some people. There's a couple watching. I don't know if you're able to come on. I don't know what it is. But if you have any questions, you can reach the Haitian Free Thinkers at HaitianFreeThinkers@gmail.com. That's our email. You know that we have the YouTube. Leave a comment, subscribe. There's going to be more stuff coming. February 1 is when I'm thinking the next show is going to be. We're going to be doing this again. We're going to be StreamYard. And we're going to, I'm going to troubleshoot it. Make sure that everything is good. February 1, probably going to be Me Too Charles. We're going to be talking about some relationship type stuff. HaitianFreeThinkers.com. We got .org as well. But Haitian Free Thinkers on YouTube, Haitian Free Thinkers everywhere. Just search for it, you'll find it. The number, the number is 678-820-9474. That's 678-820-9474. That's how you reach us. If I don't pick up, text, you can text. It works with WhatsApp, wherever you are. If you want to text from Haiti, that number is fine. Instagram, Twitter, Haitian Free Thinkers. So we're everywhere. So having said that, it's getting kind of late. There's 3 people watching. I appreciate you. Not exactly sure who, but we've been rocking for a minute. I'm going to give you guys a chance to come on and maybe share a few minutes more with me. But that's what I got for tonight. Just 11 years. I'm looking forward to more. Tomorrow's the actual anniversary, like I said. But yeah, let me see who is there tonight. All right. So we got people watching. Oh, I wanna mention this right here real quick. So yeah, I've been busy. I've been working a lot, but when I do get on regular Facebook, like the regular stream page, I've been kind of messing with some Hebrew Israelite types, kind of like trolling them a little bit. Cause like I feel like I've kind of been there, done that. There's not really much too new for me. So I kind of mess with them a little bit because I think they're very motivated. Like they're very disrespectful. Like you think you smart when you're not smart. But anyway, I've been working on being very politic, not politically correct, but very nice. I believe that I don't want to be. I don't want to like when people meet me when like whatever like when we're interacting. I don't want to make people feel like defensive. I don't want to. I don't think that's a good way to approach this dialogue, right? Like I'm not trying to convince you. Whatever it is, what it is. I'm me, you're you. You tell me what you believe. Good, whatever. But like, I really have fun kind of messing with the Hebrew Israelite people because I think what they believe in is it's interesting in that it's like I don't say crazy, but like making the characters darker, or whatever, is not making them real. So you might see me interacting with some Hebrew Israelites on that tip. The other group that I was kind of interested in, or I still am, is talking to Haitian Muslims. Hopefully, we get a chance to discuss Islam with Haiti and Creole. Apparently, there's some interaction with Islam in our history, namely with Bookman, Dutty, and Bwakaima. If you know what I'm talking about, then we can talk more about that another time. Um, Let me see what else. Yeah, that's really like that's all that's left. Like your classic Christianity is kind of boring to me at this point. Um, so if it involves like Hebrew Israelites, I mean, I already did an interview with them and whatever. Um, the Haitian side, the Haitian Muslims, that would be a cool interview. Discuss that. I don't know if there's Haitian Jews. I'm pretty sure there's some somewhere. We could discuss that. Some Haitian Hindus, you name it. You know what I'm talking about? Like if we can kind of like polyclear with them and talk about why they believe what they believe, that'd be great. If not, then I'll be here. So having said all that, I'm gonna have to sign off, kids. I thank you for your time. I thank you for if you're able to see this in the future when it gets published on YouTube. Ben Reggie Beloved. This is the 11th year tomorrow, 11th year anniversary of Haitian Free Thinkers. Hopefully, we last as long as possible. 12 years will be big, 20 years will be super big. By that time, I'm hoping to do, like I said, a live, like not reunion, but like a live thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to the American Atheist Convention in April, but that would be a great thing to go to. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, share it. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me, you know how to reach us. If you're interested in us, we're interested in you. I thank you for your time. I'm going to have to sign off now. It's almost been an hour and 30 minutes, and it's like 8:30 in the evenings. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for making Haitian Free Thinkers what it is. It can't just be me. You are part of history. Thank you. And with that, I leave you. I'm so sorry about the technical issues that some of you guys had. But I look forward to the next time. All right. So you guys have a great day. Have a great evening. And thank you again. 11 years, Haitian Free Thinkers. Have a good night.